Hi everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how to drill and drive screws. This is a drill. This is a impact driver. This is a driver. They're both going to need batteries. I'll grab batteries from here. Remember to slide them onto the bottoms. Right. Got my drill and my driver. I'm bringing that out to my workstation. Driver. I'm gonna need some clamps. These clamps I get from the tool room right up here. You can use those kind of clamps, C-clamps, it's up to you. You need a few other tools. You're going to need this tool right here. It's this long one. It's a bit holder. And you're also gonna need these star bits. They're like the larger ones in your set. You're gonna need these star bits. Goes right into that bit holder. Okay, it's right into that bit holder. Next, you're going to need your small drill bit out of your little box there. You're also going to need the big drill right at the top here. Cool. All right. So that should be it for tools. We've got drill, we've got driver, clamps, smaller drill bit, bigger drill bit, star. And the last thing is going to be screws. I'm going to need some screws. Screws are kept over here in this pile. You don't need to bring the whole box. I'm gonna grab a few here. All right. 4 should be plenty. For this first little test, you're only gonna need 4 of them. All right, there's 2 different kinds of ways you can drill things on that I'm gonna teach you today. One of them is called a lap. The other one is called a miter. Now, first things first, let's go ahead and put our small drill bit in here. See if that's working. We then put our driver bit into the driver. So this looks like that. It slides in, but it doesn't slide back out very easily because it has this locking collet. So you lift that up. See how it's spring loaded? Lift it up and then you can pull it out. Slide it in, lift it up, then you can pull it out. That's how you take it out. All right. To do this first lap, it's a pretty simple thing. You just take something. I'd really recommend clamping them down whenever you're doing something like drilling, anything like that. Even if it's just one clamp, it can really help. It's always important to check the edges. If you're trying to make sure that something's flush, use your fingers. Fingers are really good at feeling things. Move those fingers along there, make sure it's nice and flat. Clamp it down really well. Most spots you're gonna want at least 2 drill holes, and you do not want them in the same line. You don't want them in line like this. You want them like this so that they're not catching the grain and splitting the wood. I'm gonna drill this here. I wanna check to make sure, cool, this cannot go all the way through. I'm not gonna drill into my table this way. I'm gonna drill a hole. Drill a hole again. So now I've got 2, these are called pilot holes. 2 pilot holes. Then I'm gonna take one of my screws, put it on the driver bit, put it in the hole. Now when I'm drilling, you'll notice when I drilled nice and straight and up and down. That means that when I'm driving it, I need to make sure that my driver is straight up and down. If I cock it that way, it's gonna spin out, okay? If you push straight down and you're providing the force to go straight through the screw, it'll go straight in. Okay, if you sit it over here sideways, it's gonna spin off. Crooked, spins off. Spins off. If you hear that noise, stop. Just If for some reason you drill the holes crooked, then you're gonna have to screw it in crooked. That's the way it works. Got a pretty sturdy piece of wood there. Nice and flat on the bottom. Everything's attached. It's a lap. Next, I'm gonna show you guys how to do a quick little miter. I'm gonna clamp this guy down real quick. Okay, and bring this guy over here. I'm gonna meet its edge up there. And then put a clamp in the middle here. Should hold everything together. Remember, use your fingers, feel if everything seems about right. Use your eyeballs, see if everything seems about right to you. That's all clamped down. Now I'm gonna take my small drill bit. On this top one, it should be fine. My screws will fit in here and go through both sides, no problem. You see that? Down here, it might be a little bit tougher though. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill a hole right here, straight in the side. Take my screw, take my driver, and drive it. Okay, everything seems together pretty well. Next, this hole is not big enough to fit my screws in there. So what I can do is I can take a bigger drill, take this guy out. I'm gonna put this bigger drill bit in here. And I'm gonna drill in a little bit, okay? I wanna mark and have a good idea of where I'm going with this. So I'm gonna take, oh, I left my pencil over there. I'm gonna take my pencil and kind of just have an idea of how deep do I wanna go, because I want this screw to start connecting in over there. Like roughly, you know, maybe back here, okay? I'm gonna mark on my, you can do it with a pencil, you can do it with tape, something along those lines. I'm gonna drill a hole to that little marking. I don't wanna go too deep, because you still want there to be wood to connect to on this side. Cool. Next, grab that small drill bit again, stick it right in the middle. Okay, I'm going to use that small drill bit, pilot hole, grab your screw, stick it in the hole, and you'll see that the screw went inside of the hole. Down there. So this screw's out on the top. This screw went deep down inside there, and it connects across inside of here. Awesome. Nice and sturdy. Works out pretty well. Alrighty guys. If that drill bit doesn't seem like it's gonna work, it's not gonna get you deep enough or allow this thing to pass in here, you can get a larger drill bit out of one of the yellow ones over next to the drills. These drill bits, you take these, you open these guys up, and they should have some nice big ones that you can use to get that screw all the way in there if you need to. Alrighty, thank you very much, guys.